Hey everybody, this is Brian, and I'm coming with my second progress video on the OpportunityHack.io website. So I'm going to try to make this video a lot shorter than the first one was by just touching on the main progress points that I've made, as well as one that the new teammates have made as well. So let's just get started. You can find a few of the smaller updates on the homepage. Oh, and I'm doing this from the actual live Netlify app. And I guess I might as well say that the first main progress point was that we actually got the site up and running live on the internet. It does not have the link to the actual opportunityhack.io URL yet. That's obviously because we're still in development, so that'll come eventually. But this is the live deployed version of the site right now, what you're seeing. So I'm not sure if this was in the first one, but this section just provides the users with a link back to the main website, and then of course there'll be some information about right here about what that site is actually for, maybe how it's different than this site, and that could be up here too. I just made some minor adjustments to the styling of this. I removed the logo functionality, since most of the software is deployed here probably won't have a logo, and if that does change, it's really easy to add back in. So yeah, that's just the first major thing right here. A teammate handled this part. The donation functionality is fully implemented now. The only thing that needs to be done here is getting the official account that will actually receive the money, because currently that's just going to one of the developers' accounts. So I'll show you what that looks like. So it's just a really simple, lightweight tool that uses PayPal's API to handle that. And you just enter in a custom amount, donate, and you're good to go. And then I finished the footer as well. There's one thing that I would like to do here to make the link generation dynamic, so that you don't have to add code to the footer in order to add links if they do become available. So it would basically be checking to see if the metadata contains that link, and if it does, automatically generate one of these. But right now it's just kind of static, but that's a pretty simple thing to do, and that'll come later. But the major functionality that was implemented was the login, registration, and dashboard system. So just a brief overview of how that was implemented. I'm using Netlify's API to register and log in accounts to our site, and we can actually see that from the admin panel here on the Netlify deploy site. So you can see that I used my Google account to log in here. You can't do that at the moment anymore. It's all custom credentials at the moment, because there's a limitation with using Google and using custom API to do it. But so I'll just go back here. So first of all, just go to the dashboard, checks to see if you're logged in, and if you're not, gives you kind of a welcome screen and a login button. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick just to show you how it works. Now, just to let you know, this went through a lot of iterations to finally settle and get everything working as intended and to be as convenient for the user as possible. It's actually quite difficult to figure out exactly how to do it, because some of it is handled by the button itself and some of it has to be handled by the developer. But I eventually figured it out and got this working. So it gives you kind of your login information. This is the default if you do not have a image attached to your account. This is just a main welcome banner. Down here, the deploy services is a section that iterates through the same software solution markdown files and checks for the ones that actually have a Heroku deploy link. The ones who don't are completely ignored. The ones who do are given an entry here. The ones who have a tutorial are given a specific tutorial link. Opens up a new page and brings you a full screen version of that video. You can go right back to the site. Of course, I don't have real deploy links in here, so they won't work as intended in the final build right now, so I can't show you that. But once we actually have real data, that will be that'll be evident and will most likely work. And then this is just the short description so that the users who are going through this information, maybe they don't remember exactly what the title was or whatever. So I printed the short description here just for ease of finding the right solution. And yeah, the only other thing would be the logout functionality. Brings you right back to the login screen. And you can go back here. One thing that I would like to do is either decide to remove the Heroku link from this or make it so that this can only be displayed when the user is logged in. But either way, I'm probably going to add a section here about somewhere here in these banners about logging in and actually deploying software, just somewhere on the site, and make that very obvious. And of course, this dashboard link will always be there. Next on the list would be to set up Netlify CMS. The next major implementation would be Netlify CMS. Another thing that needs to be done is removing the placeholder text and actually putting in real links to to the site. And Netlify CMS will allow for easy data entry of both these software solutions as well as the research lab solutions that are on the way. The other part of the team is working on that and should be coming in the next, probably a week or so. Another thing that's coming is a brand new custom homepage banner, which is really cool. And eventually, when we work out exactly what colors we're going to use, there will probably be some aesthetic changes to make everything more uniform and follow a color scheme. So yeah, very exciting changes coming up over the next few weeks. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you.